I'm not sure who I'm speaking to, perhaps to the void or abyss, but as you guys might know, 2023 was a really rough year for me. Extremely humbling, painful, but I did learn a lot. This marks over a decade of documenting my life on social media, and I realized I've posted over 4,000 posts online across Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. So I've been quietly doing a bunch of content spring cleaning in 2024 across these platforms. I wouldn't say it's content I'm all not proud of, just over the years I don't resonate with the content I created when I was younger. And I also want to create content that espouses and reflects my current life goals, maturity, and mindset. I'm trying to do things differently with content and my life. So here are my 2024 goals. This was supposed to be out on New Year's, but we're just going to do it on Chinese New Year. So to put things plainly, I have 3 main goals this year. To learn to trust again, to learn to train again, and to learn to trade again. Chapter 1. Learning to trust again. So first things first, I want to talk about relationships. Over the years, unfortunately, my relationships have been quite public, which is also why I need to address things, at least as respectfully as I can to close off this chapter. About half a year ago, I did a podcast to talk about getting cheated on, and my experience with depression and suicide thereafter. It was already extremely difficult for me to talk about these things, as I had always portrayed myself as this pseudo-masculine dude and never really showed my vulnerabilities and struggles. In that video, I never mentioned any names, nor did I expect anything out of it, other than expressing myself as a cathartic outlet. What I didn't expect was that I'll get a bunch of DMs from netizens and from overseas, uncovering a lot more lies, basically messing up my whole impression of who I was living with and who I'd been with at that time. I was kind of forced to clarify things given the amount of DMs I was receiving, and as I'd also had a few public relationships before, I didn't want people speculating or misdirecting rumors to the wrong person. I do try my best to hold myself to a higher moral conduct and basically do the right thing, which is why I just decided to clarify the situation. At the end of the day, while breakups can be messy, it is what it is, and I did learn several very important lessons. And that's to remind myself to be more judicious, to learn to be more empathetic, and to learn to be more forgiving. I must also take ownership for making those choices because I chose who I wanted to be with, and as convincing as it was still caveat emptor. I did not do my due diligence, and I paid the price for it. So yeah, I'm just gonna have faith and slowly learn to trust again. Hopefully one day I'm able to talk about this in full detail, so I'm able to help other men that are going through the same plight of dealing with cheating, lying, or legal cases. I was also going through a lot at that time, coupled with my injuries, surgeries, trading stress, which I'm gonna talk about next. So chapter 2, learning to train again. You guys might have known that I suffered a shoulder surgery a couple months back, right around the time that I found out about all the cheating and lies. This was difficult for me to deal with because I took a lot of precedence and frankly ego from how strong and physically fit I was in the past. I don't see myself in that same vein anymore. You know, not being able to move my limbs and being hospitalized, this really took a toll on my mental health. Fortunately, I was in a financial position I was able to not work for a while. So I was actually lying in bed playing computer games for 2 months straight. I know, very degenerate. If you guys don't know, I was actually staying by myself the last few years, and after that time I got cheated on, and when my ex left, I was basically confined to these 4 walls, which I hated because of all the memories and pain. And I'm really grateful for my friends and family for actually bothering to check in on me and pull me out of that cesspool. That's also why I really value friendship and family so much more these days. I could have easily marinated in my self-despair, and believe it or not, without my support system, I don't think I would be alive right now. It is in taking that first step that later compounds into slowly showing up for physiotherapy, and then going back to work, and then seeing yourself back in the gym, making progress, and then bit by bit, your life is just back on track. That is the essence of the comeback. The strength to keep going. The gym PRs are just secondary. That being said, I still have some goals for 2024. Still gonna chase that 180 kg bench, that 300 kg deadlift. I'm still gonna run, I'm still gonna jump, and I'm sure as heck not giving up. So chapter 3, learning to trade again. I personally do not like how I used to manage my finances in the past, or even further, my relationship with money. Growing up, I used to have this scarcity mindset because my parents never let me turn on the aircon, take a Grab, order food in like a traditional Asian thrifty household. This slowly started to not make sense as I developed more of a business acumen and started learning about finance and opportunity cost and understanding the time value of money. For instance, if your portfolio is swinging more than your monthly or yearly income, When does it start making sense to order in food to save some time? The only reason I even share about my trading is purely because I'm passionate about it and I just want to show some transparency in the future case that I want to do some content about it. I always still believe in living prudently. I don't believe in lifestyle inflating or living beyond my means or trying to flaunt to impress people I don't care about. But that being said, moving forward, I also want to see money more as a tool. The biggest thing you can do with money is to buy back time. Money can be earned back, but time is the most precious commodity. I want to buy back time so you can spend time with your family, see the world when you're young, live vivid experiences, and not live vicariously through short dopamine hits on social media. I'll leave you guys with one of my favorite quotes from Tyrone Lannister. Never forget what you are, the rest of the world will not. Wear like armor, and it can never be used against you. The fact of the matter is, there is no losing, only learning. I had a lot of tribulations this year, but we are who we are now because of what we go through. That being said, here's to a festive and happy Chinese New Year, new beginnings, and to growing old gracefully. If you like this sort of content, I'm going to be doing more of like this kind of talking stuff. Turn on post notifications, and I'll be talking more about self-improvement, fitness, mental health, all that good stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Bye!